Hello, world. And I want to ask you a question, world. Do you ever draw a line at anything? Okay, this show today, I thought I'd do a show. It come to me last night, which I don't never sleep hardly well, and then sometimes I do. But it come to me, does anybody ever draw the line? What they do or what they say. They come out. You went off. They come out and they look at things, but they don't never draw the line about what they say. I mean, you take these news reporters, and I think it's great for them to dress up in a suit and be educated and college and all that stuff, but they don't draw the line. They don't look around and see what's going on, or they pretend they don't know what's going on. But yet they are trained to do their show and do homework about it. So when they say that the ducks are not keeping their head and not losing their head because starving people, they didn't do their homework. They draw the line because they didn't want to hurt Harris's feelings, or they wanted Harris to win. And here I am on Harris, and I'm on everything today. I mean, do you draw the line when you're in a store and you have an opportunity to take something and then not see, look around, and do you draw the line, or you just pick it up and put it in your pocket and walk out the door? I mean, do you draw the line at anything you do? Do you draw the line at the way you feel? You might say something to hurt somebody's feelings or do something to hurt somebody. Do you draw the line, or you just go on and hurt them and make them feel bad? Do you draw the line when you see your kid do something and you just keep letting him do it, and you don't raise him up to respect the elders and respect God? Do you draw the line to not do that? Do you draw the line to anything that happens? Do you think about it? Or do you see it? Or do you go by what someone said? Do you have a line you draw when you hear someone say something about somebody? You don't investigate it. You just draw the line and say, that's as far as I'm going, and that's right. There's so many ways you should draw the line. If you was to assault somebody, or you should see someone of a different race or whatever, do you draw the line and say, I cannot hurt that person? I can't disrespect them. Or you promise somebody something and you don't keep your promise. Do you draw the line at that you don't break your word? You tell somebody you're going to do something and you don't do it. Do you draw the line? And do you have a line that you draw? I will not tell nobody a lie. I will do what I promise. Well, see, in Washington, they draw the line. It's political. They draw the line that they want it to be, knowing that if they had a line to draw, it would help the people. They would say, I'm drawing the line. There's no conversation. There's no meetings. There's no things that we have to do before I do this, like shutting the border down. I heard Donald Trump tell Harris, if you want to stop the border, you can stop it right now, but you won't do it. But she's promising to do it, but yet she's been there 4 years and opened it up, and now, but she draws the line that doesn't matter what nobody says, she's going to do what she wanted to, and Biden was going to do what he wanted to. When you watch the news, you listen to the news, you see those guys dressed up in their suits where they look nice. The hair all, it's all styled. I have mine styled every once in a while, but it's like a wild bush. It just goes everywhere. But they draw the line at what they're going to say. And if something comes up that's different, they have drawn the line. They're going to say what they're going to say, what they planned on saying. It's like Washington, D.C. Now, Kamala has told everybody what she's going to do for everybody. But did she draw the line and do it years ago? I mean, do you draw the line? Our government, does it draw the line on what they can do to American people and cause them to have to struggle? They draw the line. They meant for all these immigrants to come in here, and they're not backing up. They meant to give all that help and that money to them and kick Americans to the side. That's the line they draw. But we can draw the line at things we do, things we say. I think when we do a speech or when we do a talk show, we have a guest, we draw the line of what we say. We respect them. Which Donald Trump, Harris. And I've seen people make fun, and I've heard people make fun of Joe Biden because he's old and he's clumsy. Well, that's what you get when you get old, and you're going to get that way. So you should draw the line of what you say, even him that I despise. I respect him as a human being. I might not agree with him, but I sure do respect him as a human being, as a person that's getting old, and the things that he happens to say, do sometimes are wrong. But the problem with this man, the problem with him, he said too much, not knowing what he's saying. He's done too much to America. He didn't draw the line as a president or a politician to help America. He was all for himself. And as far as this solar energy, the windmills, I go along with that. But you got to draw a line and realize until you get that in place, you cannot furnish this country enough energy without gas and oil. You draw the line of what you're doing, and when you see it hurting others, then you draw another line and say, I'm not going to do this because it's hurting other people. You may say, I didn't put a suit on today because I didn't want to. It didn't because I want to be as the poor. I want to be as the rich. I want to be a person that you can rely on to tell you the truth and point out where the lines should be drawn and what we should do for one another and what we should do for America. I want to be an American with Americans. I don't want to be an American with the communists. I don't want to be an American with the people that thinks you're supposed to feed the whole world and starve your own nation. I draw the line at what I say. Now, if I'm talking direct with you, and I disagree, I will tell you what I think. But I'll tell you with respect. And I've had conversations with big-time Democrats that are really pulling and really backing Harris. But I talk to them and ask them to look around them and see, do you really want this to continue? I don't draw the line on telling you the truth. I don't hold back and telling my government you're starving people to death, you're destroying America. I draw the line in sitting back and keeping quiet. I draw the line when it comes to my own family. When I get enough, then they become not my family, but my enemy. When they do things to hurt me. I learned by being married to a woman, second wife, to not be hurt, my feelings not to be hurt. You can't hurt my feelings. You can tell me something, you can't hurt my feelings, but you can make me mad. But I draw the line at what I do when I get mad. I draw the line at when it comes to respect. Or they promised me and they said they'll do it. But see, I draw the line at that. I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it. And you know what? There's a world of people out there, poor, rich, famous, that's got something to say, and so Talking Live is going to be inviting a lot of people to do shows. I got a text from Instagram telling me thank you for backing the mixed up head people that thinks her a man and a girl, that thinks she is a girl, a woman that thinks she's a man, all that mixed up stuff. I didn't back them. I don't back that kind of stuff. But I do respect the fact that they're confused and they have the right. If they want to think they're something else and they're not nothing but what they was born with. I draw the line at how I talk to them. If I can change your mind by talking to you and respecting you, but I draw the line at what I say to you. I will not embarrass you. I will not bring up your past. I will not look for a story to try to destroy you as the media does. That's why Alan Baldwin, he ain't done no interviews, because he knows that they'll try to destroy him. They'll try to drag him down. But see, when you come on this show, what you've done in your personal life is it don't need to be broadcast, because it ain't none of nobody's business. But things that's hurtful and people that do things to hurt other people needs to be broadcast. Like our government. It's a fact that they have took sides with foreigners and turned their back on the American people. They didn't draw the line by letting immigrants come over here. They didn't draw the line, but you can't come here except you're legal. They said here, oh, America, we are open for you to come here. They didn't draw the line to the dope that come with it. They didn't draw the line to the sick men and raping little kids and taking these women and putting them in place and doping them up and selling their body to make $1. He didn't draw that line to protect them. And they ain't gonna never do it if you let them stay in office. Get you a line and draw it. And on the other side of that line is not right. Don't cross that line. Draw a line between right and wrong and what's right for America. I will not step over that line to please nobody. If you're serving God, that works that way too. If you're a Christian, don't step over that line to please them and die and go to hell. Because if they don't want to go to heaven, don't let them stop you from going. Don't compromise with them. Don't go along with them, the things that they're doing wrong. And because they said okay, you said okay. Draw the line when it comes to being a Christian too. Draw the line when it says, thou shalt not use the Lord thy God's name in vain. Draw the line, never do it. Don't bear false witness against your neighbor, or don't covet a man's wife. Draw the line and say, devil, I ain't going to do that. It's wrong. Until people start drawing a line and standing up for what's right, that's wrong, and I ain't going to go with it. My mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my brother-in-law, my aunt, my uncle, if they don't like it, my ex-wife, my first wife, second, third, whatever they are, my son, you want to go to hell? Go on. But I'm going to try my best to make it to heaven. You know, movie stars come on here, and they do shows. I hadn't had none in a while. We got some lined up we think's coming. If they don't come, that's fine too. We got somebody else. And I appreciate the ones that did and will come on. And you know, if I offend you and my truth offends you, then just blow me away. But I don't care. So what I'm saying is, love your family, be there for them, and do what you can do for them. But when it comes to, when they get to the point that they're more important than you know, when you feel bad and they expect you to do things for them, and you feel bad and you don't feel right or something, they don't care really. I mean, they got to do things for you, you do things for them. But never give in to your family because they don't, you know, they're not living like they should. And you're trying to live the way that you feel like that God wants you to live. And you know, when you see somebody doing wrong, and you tell them once or twice that, you know, and you're not judging, you just bring up the fact that's what the Bible said, and I'm not your judge, and I just want to remind you what he said. You know, if it's wrong years ago. See, the churches didn't draw the line. They just kept bringing more stuff across the line, and just like the government, to suit them. See, our government don't draw the line on what they make a law on. They make one that covers them. I mean, I always wondered this, and, you know, I'm getting back on Trump, but why didn't they draw the line on who they had when Donald Trump was accused of starting January 6th, right? Every one of those on the panel, and say, listen to what I'm saying. Every one of those on that panel was a communist Republican, Cheney, the woman. The rest of them was Democrats. The old saying goes, the black man in a Ku Klux meeting. Who do you think is going to get condemned if a black man is at a Ku Klux rally? Donald Trump was like a black man in a Ku Klux rally. And they get that man. That's a God's truth. he has no chance of defending himself. No witnesses come up. He never got a chance to bring any witnesses proving that he tried to get the National Guard, told Pelosi, to come and defend the Capitol. He never got nobody on his side. Let me tell you something. Some of you out there that want to condemn him so much, it can come to you too. If you can do a man like that and not give him a chance to defend himself, he hasn't had a chance to defend himself. It was all one-sided. Y'all draw the line and you said this man is guilty and that's it. Because we don't want him in the office. We don't want him in office because he might do something for this country. Dictator. If we ain't got dictators right now, if we ain't got somebody trying to destroy this our democracy right now, then there ain't never been no one trying to destroy democracy. You know what their idea of democracy is? Taking control and making everybody do everything their ways. That's their idea of democracy. And they've never drawn no other line except let's do it this way. And I'll say it again, Biden, Harris, Democratic Party, you're no different. You're not a bit different than Putin or the dictators in Cuba, Venezuela, Brazil, all those different ones, Russia.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin' Live presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin' Live TV broadcast studio, or by this channel or its management.